What's going on, you guys? What's going on? What is going on, y'all? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Friday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. We are here, and some of us are queer, and welcome to the people that are watching that love me, and some of the bitches that hate me. Thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate it. So y'all can see I'm in the midst of doing a little bit of cleaning up right about now. I ain't got no sheets on my bed, so that means I'm finna wash my sheets again. And as you can see, I'm really cleaning up because I got on my little Whitney Houston crop top. Okay, I don't really wear this outside nowhere. Like I only wear this, like when I'm cleaning up or just lounging around the house, I'll be wearing shit like this. But I'm not a crop top type of guy, but I am in the house. Okay. Um what else is going on? Like, listen, y'all, let me tell y'all, it has been a crazy 24 hours. A crazy 24 hours, but I can't even get into how crazy the 24 hours has been for me. Cause bitch, running from the police, just crazy, child. This is crazy out here in these Atlanta streets. But I made it home safe and motherfucking sound. Okay, safe and motherfucking sound. You feel what I'm saying? So it don't even matter, okay? Um, but yeah, last night was something. Last night was just crazy. Okay. Do you hear me? Last night was fucking crazy to me. Um, yes, police, child, police running from them. But I wish I could talk more about that right now, but I can't. Because it ain't my story to tell. But somebody said they was gonna call the police, and we took off running. Okay, because ain't nobody got time. Nobody. Okay, I haven't run for no damn police in so long. That was crazy. At the age of 37 years old, that's crazy. But I'm good though. So um we got a show for you guys this afternoon. It ain't gonna be we're gonna need a story time in a separate video. Oh baby, you will get it, trust me. Yeah, that's one of those what the fuck moments in my life. You would definitely get a story time. But we got a show today. We're gonna talk about like 3 different subjects today. I don't feel like this live is gonna be like too long. I don't think it's gonna be long at all, to be honest. Like we're gonna have us a little yang around house or whatever. We're gonna talk about 3 things, and I don't really know how y'all gonna feel about these 3 topics, but I got a little shit to say about most of the shit that we're gonna get into today. Okay. We're at the 4 minute mark right now. Okay, so y'all know at the 4 minute mark, I give the light and shine to my moderators because they got a job to do. So there's Gabby, there's Payne, there's Kendra, there's Aaliyah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think those are all of the moderators that are in here right now. Now, there may be some that may just pop out of the blue from the bushes, but as of right now, those are the moderators that I see. So y'all already know what to do. Make sure that the chat is clean, of course. Make sure that everybody is engaging. Make sure that everybody is subscribing and liking the video if they're new here. Make sure that everybody is lighting up the flames in this chat, because y'all know I love it when y'all light this chat up with nothing but flames. And we already know that the goal with every single live that we have is to hit 100 plus. Now, if it don't hit 100 plus, that's absolutely fine. But that is the goal with every single live that we do. And if you haven't, just share the video and do whatever you got to do. Okay. So with that being said, let's get into today's show. We're here to talk about Andy Cohen, Kenya Moore, Khaotic, and Cynthia Bailey and Peter Thomas. So we're going to get into the very first topic of the afternoon. Okay, we're going to get into the very first one. So let me see which one is this. Okay, I'm going to put it on, going to take this overlay off, and so you guys can see the entire shebang. Okay, so we're getting into Khaotic first, okay? And this story came out maybe about 3-4 days ago, and I just haven't had the chance to really get into this story. So, damn, his real name is Ruben. Child, not his real name being Ruben, okay? But anyway, It goes like this. Love and Hip Hop star Ruben Khaotic McFadden, or Fadden, whichever one you want to pronounce it as, faces aggravated sexual battery charge after Georgia extradition. Okay, so let's get into the story. So it says Love and Hip Hop star Khaotic faces an aggravated sexual battery charge in Atlanta. He was extradited from Miami after being arrested on a fugitive warrant. Khaotic was booked in Atlanta on Wednesday, August the 5th, 2026, and the charge relates to an alleged incident from December 2025. Before this, he was taken into custody in Miami-Dade County on July 6, 2026, under a warrant for is it extradition or extradition, whichever one it is. Y'all know. Listen, please don't stone me for saying the word wrong. But to Georgia, his bond was not set at that time. Details about the related offense was unclear. After Khaotic's arrest in Florida, he was sent back to Georgia for his booking. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of this particular story going down with Khaotic and things like that with this aggravated charge. And y'all know, and I ain't got, y'all know what I'm finna say. Y'all, some of y'all might know, some of y'all might not, but let's go ahead and get into it. Now, we've talked about Khaotic quite a bit over here at Scotty by Nature TV. We talked about him quite a bit, especially when he was on Love and Hip Hop. And over here on Scotty by Nature TV, Khaotic was a favorite of mine looking at Love and Hip Hop, right? So I got to start it off with that. Now, as much as I like Khaotic, right, I don't put anything past anybody when it comes down to battery, anything dealing with SA. I don't put nothing past nobody. Motherfuckers be guilty before proven innocent for me, because I'm just not the type of person, mainly because of the fact that I've been SA before. I'm just not that one that's going to sit up and just deny what a victim is actually saying. Now, do I want to believe that he would do something like that? Absolutely not. I don't, because I like Khaotic. All this time I've been sitting up here, defending him against Scrappy and all of those different things. I've always defended him against Scrappy because I felt like Scrappy did him wrong as a friend and all of those different things. But when it comes down to shit like this, I got to crack down on it. And I just, there's really nothing that could be defended with this. Like, and the thing is with Khaotic, while I liked him a lot, there's some people that saw right through him. There's some people that really felt like he used to put on the front for the people and all of that other stuff. And at this point, I kind of feel like he probably has been putting on the front for the people. A lot of folks that be sitting up here, acting like this and that, and oh my God, I'm so nice, or oh my God, this, oh my God, that, or I'm just a funny man. Those are the ones you need to watch, because them funny ass niggas be the main ones doing funny ass shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of crazy. And as I said already, I don't put none past nobody when it comes down to shit like this. Like, this is one thing that I just don't play about. I don't like that shit. And if he really did this, he needs to go under the jail. And I think I said this when we were talking about Sydney Starr last week. I feel like when it comes down to sex crimes, they don't take sex crimes seriously. I think that the law don't take sex crimes seriously. I feel like people that have, offed people be in jail for shorter years than a person that sold drugs. They put people in jail for selling drugs, had them going to jail for 100 years. Shit, one of my cousin baby daddies is in jail right now for 100 and some years for a drug charge. You feel what I'm saying? And you would think that someone that off somebody would be the one that take them type of charges, but they put niggas in jail for a drug charge for way longer than they do for a motherfucker that's SA'd somebody. And I just feel like no one, and I do mean no one, takes this shit seriously enough. And then and then they wonder why people, and then the thing is, when there is a SA case, and somebody comes out late in the game and say that something happened to them, right? People look at them crazy and they be like, well, why you didn't say nothing back then? Or why you waited so late? Baby, it's not easy to come out and say that somebody did that to you. And it's not easy for anybody to just come out and say who did it. Because a lot of the times you got to understand, a lot of times when you are SA'd, it's by people that you know. It's by people that you're related to, which is very unfortunate. And it's people that is in your area or someone that you cross paths with all the time. And a lot of times when you go out and you say something like this and you put it out there that someone did that to you, you're going to be scrutinized and you were the one that was the victim. And it goes right back, you know, like I don't like that. I hate it when people do that. It's not even just with SA, it's even with DV. Like when a woman comes out and say that a man put his hands on her, and then, you know, they quick to believe the man over the woman. Needless to say, who's to say, you know, needless to say, there are people that have lied about being SA, and there are people that lied about, you know, going through DV. Yes. But I just feel like people don't take these sex crimes seriously at all. And I really feel like we need to put more pedal to the metal when it comes down to sex crimes. The same type of way that we put the pedal to the metal when it comes down to shit like drugs and all of that other shit, we need to put that same energy to sex crimes. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers that's out there that's violated somebody and ain't shit happened to them. And a lot of the reasons why ain't nothing happened to them is because people like myself don't feel like they will get justice. They feel like they're going to be scrutinized. They feel like they're going to be, you know, thrown to the wayside, you know, just because they spoke their truth about being, you know, SA'd. So Khaotic, the only thing that I can say about him at this particular moment is, buddy, love you down. But if you did this, you deserve everything you get. You need to be under the motherfucking jail. But another thing too, ladies, I heard Bondi say something very similar to this. Very similar. So I'm going to say it again. Ladies out there, if you're listening, come here. Because I know my platform is mainly catered to women and shit like that. So I need for y'all to listen. Watch yourself. These hilarious ass men that have you laughing and shit, laughing and shit and laughing at their jokes. They know what to do. They will laugh you till your drawers come off. I know exactly what that means. Now, I ain't no woman, but you know, a man that can make me laugh can make me do anything else. Hey, Bando. So it's just like, okay, so sometimes they'll make you laugh to the point, and then y'all flirting, and they automatically thinking that they finna get some ass, and then when they realize that they're not gonna get no ass, then they just feel like they can. It's just like they feel like they can laugh you to you laugh and flirt. They feel like they can laugh and take it from you. So just keep your mind open. Just watch yourself with these men. Because a lot of the times these be the same men that we love so much. Oh my God, he's so funny. They be the same men that be on this sinister ass bullshit and be the same ones that's gonna be out here attacking you. I don't want that for none of y'all, and that's just that. You feel what I'm saying? Like for real. I don't want that for y'all or none of that shit. Like I stand with women a lot of times when it comes down to SA. Like the men don't get nothing from me at all. They don't, you know, like now, even if a man, when a man is SA, I stand with the man because, you know, that happens to men, but people don't never talk about it. So, you know, Khaotic, you deserve to go under the jail, buddy, if you did that. That's all the fuck I gotta say. And give my friend back his money, because my friend had paid some money to go to that bullshit ass class that you had. You ain't never had that class and you took my friend money. Give him back his money, please. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the next topic, and that is Mr. Andy Cohen and Kenya Moore. Okay, so let's get into that. Now we're into the 17th season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and you guys do know that Kenya's last season, which was season 16. Right after her and Britt Eady got into this big ass feud, which led to Kenya being removed from the show. Now, ever since she left, The fans have been asking for Kenya to come back. We want Kenya. We need Kenya. We want Kenya. We need Kenya. All of those different things. People have been begging for Kenya to come back. And Andy pretty much talked about Kenya more and if she could come back. So let's get into what this conversation was like. Let's get into it, y'all.
From Minnesota, Andy, we need Kenya back. Are you ever thinking about bringing her back?
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm thinking about her all the time. I texted her last week about how much I missed her.
Oh.
Now, that's it. That's all he really had to say about whether or not Kenya could come back or not. And that was a very much, that was a very vague answer. Like, he didn't really give us a yes or a no. And a part of me feels like he really don't want Kenya back. I feel like he loves this new cast a lot. And I don't really think that he wants Kenya to be back on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I think I say this all the time, y'all. And listen, y'all might get, hold on. Y'all know what I got to do. And I'm finna say something unpopular. This is the clip that I use every time.
This way y'all finna probably get pissed off, and I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm cool with that. Please stay mad and get mad. Okay, stay mad, get mad, have a great day, whatever, feel away. I don't give a damn.
So I think that we're at this point to where we just are gonna have to give up on the people that we used to know being on this show. I feel like we need to give up on those days because we're never gonna get those days back. We're just not gonna get them back. And I think that we need to let these women move on. Kenya, Candy, they are all over 50 at this point. I think that we should just let them move the fuck on and just continue to do their own thing. Put them on another show, like give them a legacy show, do something, because the constant begging for Nene to come back, Nene ain't the same person that she used to be. Now, granted, that little clip that I saw of her on the Ultimate Girls Trip and stuff, it was very much so entertaining. I loved it. It was funny. That was the old Nene on that. But I still don't think that she needs to be on this damn show. I just don't feel like she does. And I just think that we all need to let it go. Kenya, she don't need to be back. I feel like put her somewhere else. Like Bravo or Peacock, they can give them something else to do. Like they can give them a RHO. Like they was trying to give like a Real Housewives of New York City legacy show. They should give that to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't really think that Kenya should be back. I barely think that Cynthia should be back, to be honest. Cynthia is doing okay as a friend of the show, but I really feel like she shouldn't even be there. Hell, if anything, put Eva in Cynthia's spot. Let Eva be a friend of the show. Okay, let her be a friend of the show. I would enjoy watching Eva. I mean, Eva has a friendship with K Michelle. Eva knows Shamia. I think the last time I checked, Eva had beef with Portia. I mean, she does have little connections within. She likes Phaedra, so she has, little connections with these women. So I would say let Eva come back as a friend of the show, or better yet, let Shamari come back, honey. We didn't even give Shamari a damn chance. Everybody was ready to write her the fuck off. And that's the biggest issue with people. A lot of times on Housewives, especially Housewives, whenever they don't like somebody, they be ready for them to get fired. Every single time they don't like somebody. Get rid of her. Get rid of her. Get rid of her. No. Just because you don't like them folks, that don't mean that they need to get rid of them. Like, let's be for real. We don't need to get rid of them. I'll never forget when Shamari, her very first episode, they was like, oh my God, she's so corny. Oh my God, she needs to go. And it's just like, girl, why does she need to go? You feel what I'm saying? Like, why does she need to get the fuck on? You feel what I'm saying? Like, no, let her stay. And they just let her go after the first season. And I thought that Shamari was actually a good casting choice. I thought she did well as a housewife. She was funny. She was young. And she could have glowed up that very next season. Like, I just felt like they didn't give Shamari a fair shake. And I always feel like with new housewives, you need to get them at least 2 seasons before you let them go. And I don't think that she got she didn't get the just due that she deserved, to me. So that's the only one that I would really be welcoming back with open arms is Shamari. People keep asking about Candy. Candy don't want to come back. And to be quite honest, I don't want Candy to come back. And this is coming from a person that loves Candy. Y'all know me. Like, I love me some Candy. I've always loved Candy even before the Housewives of Atlanta. I've always loved Candy. But Candy is doing so good without this show. And she's doing so well without it and getting so many different deals and working in Broadway and shit like that. She don't need this show. And I feel like Candy did everything that she was supposed to do with this goddamn platform. And I think a lot of the ladies need to follow the footsteps of Candy. I do think that Portia is starting to do so. You know, I don't really care for Portia too much, but she is positioning herself to be the queen of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I did say this a long time ago when after season 15 was over and Candy had left, I said that Portia would be the only person that I would be willing to accept to come back on this show and let Portia be the anchor of the new generation of housewives. And I think that this show that we're looking at now, this is the exact show that I wanted to see. It was more younger housewives. It was, you know, housewives that's in their late 30s, early 40s and shit like that. Portia is in that age group. Let her be the one to anchor all the girls in. And, you know, it is what it is. I think that that's the show that we're looking at now. Like, let the new girls come in, let them do what they're supposed to do, and then we can go on about our business. You feel what I'm saying? So I just think that we just need to let the glory days go. Like, let these new girls do what they do. Like, let the next generation of housewives, K. Michelle, Shamia, Kelly, Drew, Pinky, Angela, let them flourish. Let's not get rid of them just because y'all want some old motherfuckers back. You feel what I'm saying? Like, why are we always trying to get rid of everybody off the rip? Like, why are we doing that? It's just the same. Like, this is why I don't like Housewives fans too much, because they always ready to get rid of somebody. And then they cannot separate their dislike from what the show actually needs. Now, the thing is, even with this season, you might not like Shamia, but Shamia is the show right now. That's all we've been talking about is Shamia all season. Shamia. That's all it's been. K. Michelle. Y'all might not like K. Michelle, and y'all might not think that K. Michelle belongs on RHOA, but the whole first half of the season, that's all y'all was talking about. She trended every week on Twitter. She was the reason why the show was popping on social media. K. Michelle was that girl the first half of the season. She was like K. Michelle pretty much had that whole first half, and that whole second half belonged to Shamia. They were the main topics of discussion. When it comes down to Kelly, y'all might not like Kelly, but Kelly's going to challenge y'all faves, and Kelly ain't scared of y'all faves. And that's just it, and that's just all when it comes down to that. She ain't scared of y'all faves. And I think a lot of the times when it comes down to this show, y'all don't want nobody to challenge your faves. And the thing is, with this show, everybody is going to get challenged, baby doll. Everybody's going to get challenged. It's not just about, oh, that's my girl, that's my fave. No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that at all. It's more so the fact that, no, we need somebody that's going to challenge the girls. And Kelly very much so challenges the girls all the time, like literally challenges the girls. And I think that we should let her stay and give her things for that. Like, y'all don't like Kelly, and that's absolutely okay with me, but she ain't scared, and she gonna challenge every damn body. And that's one thing that I can respect about somebody, is when they can make their mark by challenging every motherfucker in the building. So let's go ahead and get into the last story of the afternoon, and that is Mr. Peter Thomas. Now this is the real broke bitch right here, and that's Peter Thomas. So Peter Thomas, I think he did an interview with somebody. I think it was Carlos King, if I'm not mistaken. It was Carlos King. So let's get into it. And I got this off The Girls Are Fighting. Okay, so it stated, Peter Thomas says that he asked Cynthia Bailey to buy his townhouse before serving time for his IRS troubles, but claims that she backed out at the last minute. So Peter Thomas is opening up about what he says was a last-minute effort to protect his townhouse before he went to federal prison. And he claims that Cynthia Bailey backed out of a deal that could have allowed him to hold on to the property. During a conversation with Carlos King, the former Real Housewives of Atlanta star explained that he was dealing with the IRS and knew he could potentially be away for more than a year. In July 2024, Peter pled guilty in federal court for failing to account for or pay over employment taxes owed to the IRS on behalf of the employees of his businesses. According to the federal prosecutors, businesses that he owned or controlled failed to pay more than $2.5 million in employment taxes between 2017 and 2023. That included more than $1.74 million in taxes withheld from employees' wages that were supposed to be overturned to the government. Peter was sentenced on December the 18th, 2024 to 18 months in federal prison, followed by 2 years of supervised release. He was also ordered to pay $2,526,131.99 in restitution to the IRS. So was Cynthia High Cheekbones Bailey obligated to help save her ex-husband's townhouse? So what we're going to do right now, I'm going to go off screen and we're going to listen to what Peter had to say. Let's get into it.
You know, I wanted to secure it because I'm going away. And I said, if I go away for a year, at least a year, 14, 15 months, I want to come back to my home. All right. So I needed to make a payment, okay, to just pay it off. Okay. So I said, Cynthia, you know, I need you to write this check. As a matter of fact, Cynthia, I need you to buy this townhouse from me. All right. Under your company name. Okay. I'm gone. Okay. Could rent it out, Airbnb it, whatever. Because I have $350,000 equity into this place. Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't want to lose that money. Okay. All right. And if you can't Airbnb it or for whatever reason, you could sell it. It's under your company name. Okay. But at least I know there's a chance of me having my home when I get back out. And we met at a restaurant in Duluth. And she agreed, and I talked to my banker, which I introduced her to, which is now her banker. Okay. And I involved my friend Sunita Brooks in it because she was talking to Cynthia more than I was talking to. I wasn't trying to talk to Cynthia every day. So I had Sunita in the mix talking to her to make sure it would go down. And like 10 days before the process folded, I called her on the 9th day and said, hey, look, I've been texting you for you to engage with people that we could do the purchase. And I don't know what happened within her saying yes in that 10 days. But I sent her a text and her reply was, I feel like I'm being pressured. I feel like I'm being bullied. Okay. And I'm like, what? Because we had a great lunch. Okay. I thought everything was good. I'm the guy who walked away not taking 50% of the money, not taking any money, future money, just walked away, sell the house, keep the money from the proceeds from the house, do whatever. Anything you think I owed you, you got it. Okay, I don't want nothing. So when she did that to me, and the day when I made that statement is the day that the marshal knocked on my door at 7:30 in the morning and give me 15 minutes to get out of my townhouse. Okay. And I thought we were good. I thought I didn't take none from the divorce. I thought we were friends. She just did the podcast in the said townhouse. And now I lost my house because she didn't stand up for me. Like the company that it was under.
Okay, so I need to get more from this, you guys, because I feel like it cut off at a specific moment. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the interview now and pick it up where it leaves off, because I think he said more. But I think that Peter is full of shit. honey.
I just started.
He is full of
dating,
shit.
my
And
girl Alex.
oh, hold on, wait a
All
minute.
right,
Wait. Pause,
Alex.
bitch. Pause. Okay. I think that Peter is full of motherfucking shit, bitch. Okay, because bitch, what? So you think that she owes you something? She don't owe you a motherfucking thing. What make you think that she needs to do anything for you? Hell, she don't really need to be talking to you. Let me see. Look through the transcript. Where is it at? Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay. I think this is going to take us back to where we left off at. So let me play this. And y'all let me know if we heard this part already, but let's get back.
And then the company that it was under, you know, I wanted to secure it because I'm going away. And I said, if I go away for a year, at least a year, 14, 15 months, I want to come back to my home. All right. So I needed to make a payment, okay, to just pay it off. Okay. So I said, Cynthia, you know, I need you to write this check. As a matter of fact, Cynthia, I need you to buy this townhouse from me. All right. Under your company name. Okay. I'm gone. Okay. Could rent it out, Airbnb it, whatever. Because I have 350,000 equity into this place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't want to lose that money. Okay. All right. And if you can't Airbnb it or for whatever reason, you could sell it. It's under your company name. Okay. But at least I know there's a chance of me having my home when I get back out. And we met at a restaurant in the Loop. And she agreed. And I talked to my banker, which I introduced her to, which is now her banker. Okay. And I involved my friend Sunita Brooks in it because she was talking to Cynthia more than I was talking to. I wasn't trying to talk to Cynthia every day. So I had Sunita in the mix talking to her to make sure it would go down. And like 10 days before the process fold, I called her on the 9th day and said, hey, look, I've been texting you and, you know, for you to engage with people that we could do the purchase. And I don't know what happened within her saying yes and that 10 days. But I sent her a text and her reply was, I feel like I'm being pressured. I feel like I'm being bullied. Okay. And I'm like, what? Because we had a great lunch. Okay. I thought everything was good. I'm the guy who walked away not taking 50% of the money, not taking any money, future money, just walked away, sell the house, keep the money from the proceeds from the house, do whatever. Anything you think I owed you, you got it. Okay, I don't want nothing. So when she did that to me, and the day when I made that statement is the day that the marshal knocked on my door at 7:30 in the morning and give me 15 minutes to get out of my townhouse. Okay. And I thought we were good. I thought I didn't take none from the divorce. I thought we were friends. She just did the podcast in the said townhouse. And now I lost my house because she didn't stand up for me like I stood up for her. I took for years, Carlos, and you produce these shows where people were saying I'm broke, she's supporting me, I am living off of her and all of that shit. And none of that shit was true. But you know, that's the show, that's the way the show is edited. So when I go out there, I have to face that every day. I have to face that. I was in Publix once and a woman said, when you gonna pay Cynthia back her money? I'm like, what money? You know, so it was crazy. So I took those abuse, and you know, I would say for the first 3-4 years, Cynthia didn't know how to make that vehicle Atlanta housewife work. She didn't know how to mix it up with Nene or with anybody. And I was always in her ears. You used to push me into a situation where we turn up the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Just to, because every year you have to wait to see if they're gonna get you back. You have to wait for that letter after the reunion. And Cynthia was always in panic mode, you know what I'm saying? That she might not get called back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to help her, to make sure that she get called back. And you helped. You helped. You're the one who made the guys make the show more interesting. You know what I'm saying? So for years, I wasn't getting paid.
Well, it sounds like this, because I want to be real with you, because the thing is, I definitely thanks for explaining it, because I have a greater understanding, right?
Yeah.
I do think though this, and I'm being honest with you, you know, me and you are always honest with each other.
Yeah.
I do think though, in Cynthia's defense, right? She doesn't owe you anything anymore.
Not now, she doesn't.
Well, I think this.
Yeah.
You know her better than I do. You was married to the woman.
Yeah.
You know she's very sweet. Like how I say you're sensitive and you're a nice guy with a warm heart and all those things. I will say the same things about her. She's very sweet. She always wants to do the best for anybody. I think, look, I'm not here to speak for her. I'm not her spokesperson. But I'm aware of the dynamic of y'all too. And I want you to know, I do believe in Cynthia's defense, it could be hard for her to disappoint you because she does appreciate you. And she always has given you your props in terms of helping her understand this entertainment, unscripted world. And she does value you. I think Cynthia at some point probably felt the need to just say to herself, I have to cut the cord here. Now, granted, should she have said all those things to you at the lunch? Absolutely. But I do believe that Cynthia doesn't ever want to disappoint you, because you know her. She doesn't want to disappoint anybody. And is that fair to say? You were married to her. She doesn't have the spirit. Her friendship with Nene, when you used to complain and say, you talk to her 20 hours a day. What about your husband? Well, I don't want to disappoint her because she's my friend on the show. And so, you know, she has the spirit of, I don't want to disappoint people. I do feel like this. I do feel like you harbored a lot of resentment.
I think that's enough. So I think I can just close this out with my final thoughts. Honestly, I don't think that Cynthia owed Peter anything. I don't think that Cynthia needed to do anything. I don't think that Cynthia had to show him any kind of loyalty. I don't give a fuck what he said he was doing. I don't think that he needed to do anything. Like, I mean, I don't think that she need to do anything. Like, why does she need to buy your townhouse? She not your wife. Wasn't Cynthia with a whole nother man at this moment in time? So it's like, what we doing? Like, what we doing here? What are we talking about? Like, it's coming across like Peter had been using Cynthia for a long period of time. He always needed her for something. I just don't think, because then you have a woman on your own. So why do you think that Cynthia owes you anything? Cynthia don't owe you nothing. Some of you men don't understand when it's over, it's over. And what I'm gonna do for you when I'm together with you, that's it. I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm not gonna do anything else and things like that for you the same way I did when I was married to you. Like, that's just not the way that it's gonna be. It's not. And it's either her husband at the time probably told her, you better not buy shit for this nigga, or it could have been her accountants that told her, don't be buying shit. That's not safe for you to do. Don't do that. She had her own shit that she had to do. So to be honest, she don't owe Peter shit. I don't understand why he feel like she got to do something for him. Like, get the fuck out of here. But anyway, That's all I really got for this right here. I didn't intend on being here long. 40 minutes is all I could give for these 3 topics, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show for what it was. Now, I might come back with another video today. It just depends because I have to go around 5:30 to go film again because I filmed twice yesterday. So I went from one scene to the next, okay? And child, I had changing clothes and all because I'm not going to no scene with the same fucking clothes, to 2 scenes with the same goddamn clothes on. That's just not what I'm finna do. But anyway, that's it. That's all. I'm out, and I will see you guys later. Bye.